Live from HMD Studio, it is Stay Busy with the boy, Armon Sadler. Sir, we here. What's going on, y'all? It is Stay Busy with the boy, Armon Sadler, where we have responsible discussions on the music business and the music culture. I am your host, Armon Sadler, vegan chorizo poppy, multiple miles Monday poppy. Though my hair is not cut yet, if you see me, if you attend the Halloween party that I'm throwing Saturday night, well, by the time you hear this, it will have been over, but I will be bald by then. So I'm still the founder of Bald Nigga Ballers, but I'm not bald right now. But it's okay, all right? We appreciate people and their current life circumstances and their differences and all that good stuff. Anywho, I don't do the show alone. Co-host, how you feeling, my brother?
What's up, y'all? I'm feeling good. I'm living. It's not bad, bro. Look, it looks good.
Thank you. It's still low. You know what I'm saying? It's still low. It's like fall 14, fresh, but like 2 weeks after.
2 weeks after
the hair grew, but it's still. You could tell I'm a Neo still. You feel me?
Whoa, this man.
But we are not here alone. This is the first guest of season 3, and this is a very, very special opportunity for us. So the beauty of the music industry is its versatility. My co-host Nick has actually taken part in scoring a film before, correct? Remember, you scored a film?
I did a short film. I didn't score the whole thing. I did a selection.
You did a selection.
I did a selection for the film.
You were a participant in that.
I did.
And that's a unique opportunity that you have as an artist, is your musical acumen allows you to be like, yo, he's not just going to put out his own songs. He could score films. He could do a bunch of different things.
Yeah.
And so today we have with us someone who works on the other side of films, a filmmaker, writer, and director. Now, this man has worked for the New York Red Bulls in marketing and event operations staff, as well as been an associate producer and public affairs coordinator for Nickelodeon. Currently, he is a writer for Velocity, Viacom CBS's branded content studio. Our guest graduated from Syracuse University and the New York Film Academy. Now, if you're wondering how he accomplished all of this, it is because Alpha does. Here to talk with us about AfriKan Giant The Prequel coming to America, we have our brother Kofi Dormah. Brother, how you feeling? Welcome.
Nah, I want to hear the real version. Tell me.
Tell it.
We don't got to do that.
Yeah, we do. We got to get the authenticity, bro. You thought you was just coming. We're going to responsibly pronounce that name. Come on now.
So go ahead. Cue me.
No, you okay.
Just go. Just go.
So, hello, everyone. My name is.
It's the same. Medina Kofi Dormah.
Yeah.
I just say, hey, what's up, y'all?
Yes,
My
sir.
name is Kofi Dormah.
Yeah.
We real cultural at Stay Busy. Stay busy worldwide. How you feeling, bro?
I'm good. How are y'all?
Good. Thank you for joining us. We're very excited.
Is dope.
We look forward to the conversation that we're going to have, everything that you are doing. But of course, we also want to shout out our listeners tapping back in for season 3. Any new listeners, returning listeners, last time listeners. I don't know why you'd be a last time listener. Whether you like you or Squid Games.
I still have not.
Go ahead.
Watched that.
You haven't watched Squid Games? Me neither. I haven't watched it yet either. Kyrie or Dame, Blood Orange or Tame Impala, and Exclusive or Fame. Now those are Chris Brown albums, Exclusive or Fame. So you mentioned you didn't watch Squid Games yet.
I keep hearing amazing things though.
Did you watch You season 3?
No.
Oh, okay. You just not
You're
watching
not a TV
right
guy.
now.
You're not a TV guy, are you?
I'm in TV.
I mean, you in TV, but
it's hard.
Yeah,
to, like,
it is. I mean, it
watch
is. It is. Kyrie or Dame? How we feeling, gentlemen? Kyrie or
I'm
Dame?
gonna let him go. I got the whole thing.
What do you mean Kyrie or Dame?
Kyrie Irving or Dame Lillard?
They both my mans.
You got to pick one. You can't. You can't play the fence. You can't play the fence.
Don't do that.
It's an easy choice for me right now because one is anti-vax.
I just
keep it
heard
basketball.
I just heard Dame's always been my man. Kyrie's my man too, but Dame just spit some hot fire. I
Yeah.
don't know if y'all heard that.
Dame's a good rapper. People
right
be
now
giving
I'm
him
gonna
stuff,
have to-
calling him like a youth pastor rapper,
Yeah,
but
I
he's
know
a
he's
good
not.
rapper.
I
He's
heard
a
those
good rapper.
bars. I heard
He's
those
a good
bars.
rapper.
Youth pastor is OD.
Yeah, like that's crazy.
Some
Like,
youth
go with
pastors be
Dame
spitting.
today.
I'm playing.
yeah, and
Tomorrow I'm
Kyrie
gonna go
actually
with
put a
Kyrie.
record out too. It was on what soundtrack was that? I forget what.
Who did?
It
Kyrie?
was on the Uncle Drew. It was like an Uncle Drew movie in 2018, something like that.
Right.
Kyrie had a track on that. It wasn't that good. So but like if I was going just basketball without the anti-vax shit, I would go Kyrie.
Right.
But as of now, Kyrie is in my bad graces. I look at his jersey in my closet with disgust. So Dame,
Will you chill? Oh my
Dame.
God, it's not that serious.
It is that serious.
No, it's not.
It is that serious, my brother. It's a public health concern.
Oh my God.
Now, Blood Orange or Tame Impala?
Have you heard either of their music?
No.
Blood Orange or Tame?
Okay.
Okay.
This
and
is
then
a Nick. This is a Nick.
Wait, Tame Impala? Yeah.
Tame Impala,
I'm about to
yeah,
say Tame
yeah.
Impala, Tame Impala.
Tame
if y'all
Impala,
have
yeah.
heard the
Oh,
song,
Tame Impala. I'm sorry. Oh, okay.
if y'all have heard that song on Rihanna's
Yes,
album,
yes. Tame Impala, absolutely.
that's
Sorry.
Tame. She
All right,
sampled
okay.
Tame.
Yeah, both the groups are incredible. I actually couldn't pick one myself. Now, exclusive or Fame, Chris Brown albums.
Fame.
Fame.
Fame has 3 times. Fame has Paper Scissors Rock. Fame got a lot. Fame
got
is
some joints.
very slept on.
That was him straight off the scandal, bro.
Yeah.
Straight off the
He had to come correct, and come correct he did. So okay,
Real
work.
quick, I want to point out something. I want to go through. I didn't do the You or Skill game. I've been trying to get into it, bro. It's
don't
not
like
it
You?
for me, dog. It's
You
giving
is
Hallmark.
great.
It's giving Hallmark. It's giving Lifetime.
You is great.
But you know what's funny? Also, I heard season 1 was done by Lifetime, which is why.
It was done by Lifetime, and then it was picked up.
Wait, what's You about?
You is this psycho white dude who falls in love with this woman and basically stalks her, ends up, I don't want to give too much away, but he stalks her, makes her fall for him, and then she finds out about his life.
Well, see, now he done ruined everything for me already.
Well, here's the thing. I ain't say what his life was, but it's like,
Man, just
he's basically navigating.
he's a stalker, bro.
He's a stalker, but he doesn't. He finesses.
He's like a nice stalker. He's weird. He's like he stalks and tries to get people out. And so far, what I've seen, I'm on episode 5 or something, season 1. He like stalks her. He falls in love with this girl, and he's like trying to clear people out of her life that are causing her harm.
Yes.
So he starts offing people in her life.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's just like he's mad weird because he's doing it out of love. He's sick in the head.
It's crazy.
You or Squid Games. Now it is Squid Game. One thing black folks gonna do is put an S on something that ain't there. One thing black folks gonna do
It's crazy because everyone I've seen on Twitter talking about it, they say it's Squid Game.
And who's your Twitter feed? Black folks. Squid Game. Y'all.
Oh my God.
Ooh,
That's hilarious.
I seen that. I just wanted to put that. I was waiting. I'm like, this is gonna be great. Nah, so it's Squid Game. So
it's crazy because there's this Twitter trend right now of like the actual thing and then what black people call it.
Always.
Like someone said, damn, what is it? Damn, I forget. I don't know, but it's like black people just love adding S's.
We're gonna add an
changing
S.
the name of something. Like it's
we're gonna add an S. We're gonna change the pronunciation. We're gonna do a bunch of things.
It's what we do. That's facts.
Squid Game for me. Man, Kyrie is the best finishing guard I've ever seen.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
He finishes everything.
Yeah.
So Kyrie, Blood Orange or Tame. You know, I personally like Dev more. Blood Orange. Dev Hines. Shout out to Blood Orange.
Incredible.
He's crazy. Yeah. Amazing. And he did the score for Queen and Slim. I hate the movie, but he did the score for that. And then Fame for sure. Yeah,
y'all have
that's it.
interest in discussion. Movie guy. You
No,
hate
no,
that.
no,
Hey,
but
you
I
agree?
Hey, no comment. I'm not doing
What you
that.
mean? Unless you know do you know the people that did the movie?
You might have to be PC
I don't know
with it.
them, but I respect that they did the movie.
Bro, you can't
My
come on here and not be
personal-
responsible. Listen. One thing we're gonna do, we're gonna articulate, but we're gonna articulate responsibly. We're not gonna say I
We
hate
are
it.
opinionated.
No, I don't hate it. I see what they were trying to do.
Okay. Now,
It's dope.
I saw it twice.
Just because you see what they're trying to do doesn't mean it's always done well.
Exactly, and that's hard though. But it's hard to do. You feel me? So I'm like, okay.
Well, we have taken this whether you like segment to some end. So I want to get us into the show. We got to shout out, of course, our VP of everything, Kieran Hurley, the man that you cannot see but you can feel up there in Ithaca holding it down. Shout out to you, my brother. Got to shout out Anchor, our distribution platform. If you do not know, Anchor will distribute your podcast for free to all streaming platforms. Regardless of your listenership, you get some sponsored ads. And HMD Studio, Camden holding us down on the engineering. No Silky on his head today. It looks like Camden's growing it out. You getting ready for winter? You growing the hair out? That's what it is? Okay. Got you, brother. Got you, brother. Hey, you can flex whatever. Do your thing. So let's get into this chat. Now, Kofi, we want to ask you, coming through here, being a music podcast, of course, what music you've been listening to for, I guess it's 2021. Yeah. What you've been really feeling this year?
Boy, many different things. I've listened to a lot of, I think a majority of it has been like Nas's album. Okay.
Kings of D's too. Yeah. It was good.
It's held me down for a very long period of 2021.
Okay.
Can you talk a little bit more into the mic so we can hear? Yeah. There we go, man. We got to hear the soulfulness. Yeah. Kofi. We got to hear that.
Kofi.
But yeah, okay. So King's Disease 2. Mm-hmm. I've gone to a lot of like Afro beats. Mm-hmm. At the beginning, I was really into, I want to say a lot of like soulful trap thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then through it all, boy, I'm gonna be real, gospel music.
Gospel. Okay.
Listen,
I start my day with gospel.
But I've never listened to this much gospel music in my life. But it's dope.
Is there like a particular reason? Like, have you been just dealing with stuff, or it's just
the world?
Yeah, life. Okay. Hey, we. Hey. I feel that.
Yeah.
I feel that.
I feel that. So just trying to get all of us through.
Yeah.
You feel me? So
of course,
it's been cool.
You got like.
I always stay in like hip hop. 1990s, like that cool, Tribe Called Quest, that kind of vibe. So that always kind of keeps me cool. I love the West Cali, the Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole.
Amen.
Yo, Sacrifice, J. Cole, Earth Gang.
Yep.
That song.
It's a great song. It's one of my favorites.
Pretty Little Fears.
Yeah.
Whew. Oh, wow. So you really been on the J. Cole kick.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yo, come on. Yeah.
Okay.
Cole did his thing when he dropped that freestyle.
Pipe Down?
No, when he was on the, what is it?
The LA Leakers.
LA Leakers.
To promote the album.
He went crazy. He went crazy.
What his bag. But yeah, and then Migos.
Culture 3. Yeah.
People don't be talking about it. I don't think people really talk about it.
We've discussed it on this pod. Like that is,
it's a really good album.
Solid.
And I think for me, because I was so apprehensive going into it because their solo albums didn't really hit like that. Like I was like, is Migos done? Migos washed, and they came with Culture 3, and I was like, nope, they're back. they're right here. Like Having Our Way, Straightening, obviously the intro, Picasso, the joint with Cardi, like it's
Takeoff.
Yeah.
I mean, they all were rapping. They were all rapping.
Synchronized.
This is the best Quavo has rapped.
Yeah, he showed up. He showed up
throughout his entire career, and he's always been the one. I'm like, Quavo's catchy. He's the superstar, but it's like he's the worst one, and he's still the worst one to me, relatively. But he's rapping his best.
I'm about to say you got to say relatively because Quavo's not bad.
Yeah,
he's
not
like
a bad
in comparison.
rapper.
Offset and I think Offset and Takeoff had more.
The others don't got though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's got that charisma, that star power.
He's the leader.
Although Offset's star power has risen, I think a big part because of Cardi,
but
also
his value.
Like that feature run he went on 2017, 2018. He was just murdering everything. Collab tape with Gucci. Like he's been doing his thing. So Culture 3 is definitely up there. So I feel you on that.
And then
if you had to say an album of the year for 2021, what would it be?
Damn, why you do that?
Yeah, I have to.
We can circle back if you don't have one right now.
I kind of do because I'm kind of ending with it. But it's like it came later on. Mm-hmm. But it kind of fills the things I feel like I went through before it came.
Okay.
And that would really be Wizkid's album.
Wizkid, Made in Lagos. That was October 2020, but hey, I mean, we can still count it because Essence is.
If I go,
count for the cycle.
What I mean? Like if I go the whole album, like
right,
what he gave us,
right,
to like collectively,
it's special.
special.
It's special.
I love that project.
No, I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it at all. Okay.
Burner shit was, if I can curse.
Yeah, please go.
Burner shit was fire too.
Yeah. It's he had a lot to live up to with AfriKan Giant. I thought Twice as Tall was really good. It was really good. A lot of people were like apprehensive about it because of Diddy's involvement and all that. But it's like, how are you concerned about Diddy being involved in a project when you look at what Diddy? Okay, contractually and all that, I get it. But musically, everything Diddy has been involved in has been incredible. Look at all the artists he's given.
I mean, it was fire.
Overwhelming
Diddy,
majority of the things he touches.
Sure.
Fire.
Yeah.
Like it's just undeniable. So, yeah.
I think it was fire before Diddy. It was fire with Diddy. Like, it was fire.
Yeah. 100%. Quickly, someone who was a big artist during our college time. I know you were around during this time. Fetty Wap. He had his hot run 2014, 2015, 2016. He kind of tailed off. Recently, he was supposed to perform at Rolling Loud, and he was arrested prior to his performance, so he could not perform. And there's just been this big conversation on Twitter about hip hop police and festivals and police presence and the criminalization of hip hop. And it's kind of like, it's definitely tough as a fan to see so many of our favorites be subjected to the law. But it's like, at the end of the day, the law is what it is, and sometimes these people are engaging in illicit activities. Nick and I looked it up, and it was like 100 kilograms.
Okay, it's 100 keys. Let me read the quote. Oh Lord. Allegedly distributed more than 100 kilograms of cocaine, heroin, fentanyl, and crack cocaine across Long Island and New Jersey from June 2019 to June 2020, end quote.
Yeah, it's kind of just like
the maximum sentence the defendants are all facing is life.
Yeah, like as much as I love Fetty, and as much as I wish he wasn't mixed up in this, like,
and that's
gotta be a way though.
I
pray
just
for him.
Yeah, man. Of course. Like, it's terrible to see, because he's been really trying to recapture that.
Right, I thought he was getting back in the music.
He just dropped an album last week that I missed. I wanted to tap into it. I plan to still check it out, but it's like, damn, man, like, it's one thing to fall off because people just aren't as engaged with their music, but to not be present to put your music out because of things you're engaging in legally, it's tough. It's tough. And, I think at the end of the day, we can always complain about hip hop police and how they crack down on hip hop, but when the people that we like are engaging in things that can get them wrapped up, there's really nothing that we can say. We can get upset, but hey, man, like, at the end of the day, you're a huge figure. You can find other things, and I'm not judging.
Which isn't hard. It's not the easiest thing to do sometimes.
What?
So, what you're saying right there, like,
find other things to do.
No, like being like, bro, I can't help you out here. Like you know
right?
What I mean, like, I gotta.
Yeah. You got like, family you're trying to hold down. You got. And homies that you came up with,
that's hard to do.
Who were like, "Oh, you got access to a bigger bag. Now we could make this bigger play happen. Like, we could take over the tri-state, like, which is what it seems like he was trying to do. Which is, I don't want to be judgmental. I don't want to act like I'm the expert of it all. But it just sucks to see, because
it's more,
we were all so invested in Fetty Wap, and a lot of us have been hoping to see him regain that, and then to see this be the thing that curtails his potential momentum. It's tough. So. Prayers to him, prayers to his family, But let me take this sip of agua.
Wait, what time is it? And show the camera what time it is, so we can keep you.
Oh, well, hold on.
No, we're gonna keep you. Get a push on that.
I refilled it before we got here.
You killed the whole thing.
It was down to here. It was down to like 5 p.m.
So why don't you just go and finish the thing? I refilled it
because I wanted more water in case I was talking a lot, and I got parched, and I also got a long trip after.
Why don't you just finish what you start?
I mean, I could have finished it, but I knew we was gonna talk a lot and have a good time, so I wanted more hydration just in case. See, you trying to play me? You don't understand the science. You don't understand.
I do understand the science. I got mine right here. Anyways,
you being an H2 hoe. That's what you being. You being an H2 hoe.
You know what I am? Oh my God. So what I am today, I what was I last week? I was the water jug warden.
Yes.
Well, today I'm the coconut water consultant.
All right. Love the alliteration.
It's some pink coconut water.
Talk heavy.
It's pink because of the varying antioxidant levels, you know. Yeah, that's the vibe. But y'all, our half and half is coming out of complex.com. Shout out to Tara C. Mahadevan. I spent all week trying to pronounce that. Mahadevan. I'm so sorry, Tara. Or Tara. Anyways, I'm trying.
Yes.
This is Pusha T and Nas invest in Audius, a streaming service aiming to add significant revenue streams for artists. Coming out of Complex. This happened a little while ago while we were off. This is in September that this sort of situation happened. But basically what happened is there is this streaming platform that is going to be blockchain. It's basically like a blockchain, if you will, SoundCloud equivalent, user-generated stuff. So what happens is it's allowing artists to basically direct to consumer, upload music onto a server that exists on the blockchain, right? Or that's not really accurate to say, but what the point is this is like, you know how artists go to SoundCloud and put their music on, and SoundCloud owns that server. This is on the blockchain. For those who know like the crypto stuff, like it just kind of exists everywhere. Without getting too technical, and we're pressed for time, I'm not going to get into all that stuff. Y'all go look up blockchain and Ethereum and all that stuff, right? It's cool. Go check it out. But what this is allowed to do is basically, so there's a bunch of famous people involved, of course. Pusha, Nas. This was created by two guys from Stanford a while back, you know, looking to sort of fill that void to say like artists are always getting taken advantage of, don't have a direct consumer platform to be able to engage with. So this platform actually, of course it decentralizes that sort of distribution thing because it exists everywhere through nodes. Nodes are devices. So electronic devices that can send, receive, and forward information. It runs on its own token. So for y'all, this is getting into that space. It runs on its own token, and so you upload directly to the platform. It's your songs and all your data is stored on the blockchain. Y'all go look up blockchain because that's a whole episode in itself. That whole stuff with music, especially what's been happening. And so yeah, people that are getting involved like Katy Perry, Jason Derulo, Linkin Park's Mike Shinoda, Steve Aoki, Chainsmokers, Disclosure.
Nas, right?
Huh? Nas? I think Nas is also involved. I'm not. Yeah, I think he is involved with Audius as well. But yeah, Pusha and Nas, yeah. And yeah, it's a really dope situation because one of the CEO of Sony ATV is also involved, Martin Bandier. He said, quote, the blockchain is enabling entirely new revenue streams for artists and creators like NFTs. Of course, if y'all have heard of NFTs, we talked about that last season. Social currency and curation. Audius is not only using the blockchain to add potentially significant revenue streams for artists, but also allows them to cooperatively own the platform itself. So the whole main idea with that stuff is about decentralizing. So that there's no one owner, that kind of the general public is the owner. Anyone on the blockchain is the owner, right? And can either smart contracts and all this other stuff that really is really technical that I can't break down in a moment. But the point of this is to show that artists is yet another opportunity for artists to have resources to be able to upload their music and go direct to their consumers. And especially as this crypto world is becoming more of our world and businesses are starting to adapt and stuff like that, it's only natural that the music industry, a place that we've been trying to decentralize and trying to get more direct to consumer in access, more clarity on, you know, where the money is going, that sort of stuff. I think this could be one of them ones. So y'all look out for Audius, and we're gonna have to, you know what I'm gonna do a responsible revisit on this. So
we're gonna post this one on social media because this is something that would be especially for all the indie artists that have been following us recently. Y'all should be aware of this. So we are going to post this one on our social media so you all can be aware. But thank you for the half and half, of course, good brother. We're going to move on to our employee of the month. We posted him this week on social media. Good brother Mike Hamilton Jr., Senior Director of Commerce at Epic Records, who was just recently named a 2021 HBCU Top 30 Under 30, in addition to being a hip-hop and R&B power player for Billboard, in addition to being a noisemaker for Hits Daily Double in 2020, not to mention a good brother of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated. Ooh. So, shout out to our employee of the month, good brother Mike Hamilton Jr. Now let's get into this slide deck. We got some slides for y'all, so let's slide into it.
The best song wasn't the single, but you weren't either.
All right. So, as per usual, when we have a guest present, we would like our guest to kick it off. So, good brother Kofi, what song did you bring for the slide deck?
This one comes from Europe,
Mm-hmm.
but mainly from Africa.
Okay.
Peng Black Girls.
All right. Let's jump into it.
There's Peng Black girls in my area, cold. Dark skin, light skin, medium tones. Permting braids got mini afros. Thick lips got hips, some of us don't. Big nose contours, some of us won't. Never wanna put us in the media, bro. Want a fat booty like Kardashians. Want a fat booty like my auntie got a yo. We like the blood clot, tell her reload it. I've got the camera, my girls are posing. I need some backup, then my ones are rolling. Grown women things, I'm never at risk. Mind my own business, I'm never in mess. Who am I ain't bae, get a slice of the cake. Want a house with a view and a new pair of shoes. Keep it real from the jump, Gucci gang, little pump, little vibe, little bass, little kick, little snare, little lies, big truths. Do you, they don't care. Do you, they don't care. Get your ass at the box and build up from there. I don't have a gang with me, but I still walk with a gangster lean. I rock Nikes cause we think they're clean. MJ leather jacket beating Billie Jean. MJ leather jacket cause I think I'm bad. That's cool, I like it. The growth, the light, the pain, the fight. We love, we fight, we hurt, we cry. He paid the price, you'll be
I think I need some time away. I took a little time. I pray we gon' be alright. Okay, alright, okay, alright, okay. I think I need some time.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Special joint right there. All right. Talk to us. Why did you feel that was the record to bring to the slide deck? What does that record mean to you?
It's a beautiful, beautiful song. Shout out to the artist.
Jorja Smith and is it ENNY or ENNY? Is it ENNY?
ENNY,
All caps?
yes.
ENNY.
It's ENNY featuring Jorja Smith.
Yeah.
But it's a beautiful song. It's like empowering to women of all shapes and colors and sizes and ethnicities. It's just, it's like a stronghold, you know. It's like, hey, you know, like media hasn't shown us kind of girls. You know, I'm not even from London, but I can understand her.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
And that's a powerful song. Like she did that from Europe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then at the end, like when Jorja Smith comes in, like, we gonna be all right. Okay, yo, sometimes you gotta tell yourself that these days.
it can be
Affirmations.
Yo, we gonna be all
Affirmations.
right. Okay.
Shout out to
Right.
producers.
Facts.
You know,
That is Paya and Srigala. I believe.
Yeah.
Srigala. Yeah.
So, yeah, and then, you know, Jorja Smith with the, I think I took some time away. You know, I feel like I took some time away myself. Feel me? So it's like I'm here.
Yeah.
You
That's
know?
hard.
So,
And Peng means like fine, like she looked good, right? Like okay. Copy.
but it's like not the typical. You know what I mean? Not what media always portrays. You know what I mean?
Okay.
There's some other kind of fine girls.
Gotcha.
Feel me?
Word.
That's what's up.
Or at least that's my interpretation. Actually,
Okay.
let me, you know.
I had actually heard that song before.
Oh,
so
word?
yeah. I was like, oh, this is cool.
The video's fire as well. Video's fire.
Yeah, I had never seen the video. I got to check the video.
I mean,
Funny.
if Jordan's in the video, you know what I'm saying?
Hi, Maggie.
He is a clown.
I'm the police
Happy
today.
home. Happy
I'm
home.
the police today to save him.
But
I'm
anyway,
looking
go
out.
ahead, my brother. Go ahead. What was you saying?
So funny enough, you picked this. I had picked this song last week.
Wait,
Like
what?
before, not the song you picked, but a song that is. I'll play in a second. Similar,
Okay.
an African artist from the UK.
Okay. Dang, if we all go UK, that might.
Nah,
Ooh.
I
it
don't
was
think we are.
it was unintentional. I didn't. I saw you put it. I was like, wow. I had
Yeah.
already. Sometimes I lock in my slides mentally. I'm like,
Okay.
all right, next week, I know what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
So I already had this one mentally locked in. So when you had that, I was like, oh, cool. But mine is coming from an artist that I have. Shout out G. G showed me this artist a little while ago. Showed me her colors performance. Actually, is how I was introduced to this artist. So this song is called, off her most recent project, this song is called Woman by Little Simz, featuring Cleo Soul, produced by Inflow, mixed by Ben Baptiste and Richard Woodcraft.
Let's do it.
Niger women got the melanin dripping. L-O-N-D-O-N, city girl living in the back, looking like fire chili pepper. Yoruba girl tougher than imperial leather. He was getting bitter while she was getting better. Diamonds are forever. Miss Sierra Leone looking like a gem. Works hard in the week, party on the weekend. Know you wanna live with no one watching how you spend. Got a thing for the finer things and the finer men. Miss Tanzania, she a do or die. Says she wanna know more about the Sukuma tribe. We hit the zoo, once wasn't enough. Got an ocean full of knowledge, you could scuba dive. Miss Ethiopia can play so jazzy. Then sit you down to school, you want Selassie. Tell them you're nothing without a woman, no. Woman to woman, I just wanna see you glow. Tell them what's up.
Special joint.
Some bars.
Good taste, my brother.
So it's funny. On purpose, I picked that one because as I was listening to that project, I didn't get to finish the whole project. And I want to get the name too here for a second. But that project.
Name of the project?
It's called
Sometimes I Might Be Introvert.
Yeah. I think it's yes, Sometimes I Might Be Introvert.
Yeah.
But I picked that song specifically because when I heard it, I actually heard it on an ad. I was like, oh, whoa, what is that? And ran the song. And the way they've done the whole project, and just I can speak towards like the mixing and everything, it's very much live instrumentation. It's not gonna, the mastering is not going to make it sound as loud as like the track that you played or the track that you're going to play. So it's very much so like natural feeling. There's a lot of what people would call mistakes on the record, right? There's I'm talking about the album specifically. It's like there's moments where like you hear clicks and pops and like, you know, not how am I trying to say it? Clicks and pops are like it's like an engineering thing, but you hear how certain samples are not perfect in time or the way things are cut. It's just it adds a very natural and rawness to it that I really, really love and I think really fits her style. Because I mean the bar's is there. Y'all listen to the project, like the bar's there. But in connection to your song, this song is also about, you know, just women in general. And like I love how she picks different cities, different spaces, and just talks about their contributions and like how beautiful they are, showcasing the beauty of different women from different places. So shout out to Lil Simz. I really, really enjoyed it. I think Kendrick said back in like 2017 or something like that, he was like, she's the best doing it right now. I was like, whoa.
Super dope.
So yeah, Lil Simz, shout out to you.
Like it's one of those if you know type things with Lil Simz for sure. And finally to close it off, sorry,
man, you popular today
per usual. I am going to play a track. Now this is a track I think if you musically you're gonna feel it, but I think the title alone is just something that many can relate to. The title is "Seasonal Depression" by Marsalis and Southpaw Swade, produced by Tokyo Ave. Let's jump into it.
Turn
Yo, shout out to you.
That joint hard. That joint hard. That joint hard. You know,
I have to say, this playlist was heat.
Thank you. You know, we do our best. We do our best, Nick.
Up?
The streets, aka Kieran, feels as though Nick has been leading in the slide deck selection. So I've felt the pressure to provide more heaters as we are moving forward. So, you know, this one I heard it, I was like, oh, this is one that Nick is gonna like, but I also think the people who hear it are going to like it too. It's extremely instrumental. I'm in a music chat with like Ro, one of the artists, Ro Marsalis, Alsar's in it, Byri's in it, so they're constantly sending their stuff. So I almost feel like
this is somebody famous.
He's on the way.
He's on the way.
Yo.
He's on the way. He's super
He's
dope.
already there.
He's
That's
super
heat.
dope. He's
That's
super
dope.
dope. And like I feel like it's like a cheat code being among all these dope artists who are constantly sending snippets and their joints. And Ro just put out a project called Spaces, so make sure y'all check it out. Space parentheses capital S parentheses.
You guys send me that.
Yeah, definitely check out
It's on
Spaces.
Apple Music?
Apple, Spotify, all that good stuff. So definitely y'all tap in. Listeners, as you know, the Slide Deck playlist is available on all platforms. Hit the link tree in our IG and Twitter bio at Stay Busy Pod. And if you would like a slide added to the deck, hit us at Stay Busy Pod or email us at staybusypod@gmail.com. We want to play your stuff. We want to put people on to y'all because that's what we do here. We are curating kings. Now, before we jump into our board meeting with our guests, we want to play a fun game, the first game of season 3 of Auto Reply. Now, we put on the hot seat in Auto Reply. Auto Reply, we say a word to you, and you say the first thing that comes to mind when we say that word.
All right.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Kick us off, Nick.
Any word, just any word. Don't gotta make sense.
You don't gotta explain yourself. Just say the first thing that comes to mind.
Y'all answer it.
All right.
Go ahead, Nick.
Brand.
Huh?
Brand.
What?
All right. I guess that's
That can't count.
Come on. That's really the first word.
brand.
Like brand?
Yeah.
Like brand management?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, whoa, that's big. 'Cause
Okay.
In my head, it's like,
he's giving us natural reactions.
yeah, that's what
He's
you
giving us
want.
natural reactions.
Okay.
Okay.
Maybe.
That's what you want.
All right.
It's like, whoa,
He's here.
I'm already there.
This is a different auto reply
I'm about to say,
participant that we've ever had.
maybe I'm slow.
Kofi real animated. He's
I'm
real
the slow one.
animated.
Good God.
Yeah, let's get going.
Next word, lecture.
Long.
Folk.
Lore.
Film.
Television.
Promise.
Always.
Language.
Love.
Penny.
Money.
Dormah.
Dormah. Family. Family.
You like
Excellent.
I'm gonna have to play back. That first one still is.
Yeah,
I'm still
I
trying to
was like,
process like.
That's something you
I
gotta
thought
play
he
back
didn't
twice.
hear us. I thought he was confused. I ain't really know where we was.
I knew you were using as a word, but I was like, bro, come on, give us a brand or something. But I'm gonna run it back and be
My
like,
brother.
wow, I was 10 steps behind.
So for our board meeting, this is where we have our main discussions with either one another or with our guests. You are the first guest of season 3, so this is
Which is an honor, by the
extremely
way.
big
Thank
deal.
you.
Yes,
Nah,
thank you for
seriously.
coming through. And you know, there's a major purpose that you're here, so we just kind of want to get right to it. AfriKan Giant the Prequel coming to America. Let us know the motivations behind it. Let us know everything that encompasses, and yeah, just tell us, you know, what it's like to be a filmmaker. I'm sure there's a lot of common misconceptions that come with that.
Oh yeah. It's crazy. I haven't really kind of taken on that title yet, filmmaker. I've told stories, you know what I mean? That's what I always kind of say, like, I'm a storyteller. I'm a storyteller. Filmmaking is something I am trying to do. I'm trying to prove that I can do. You know what I mean? That's why I'm in this phase right now where it's AfriKan Giant, the prequel, coming to America. It's not like AfriKan Giant is on TV, everybody go watch it, you know what I mean? I've gone, with this project specifically, I've gone to different studios and we've had conversations and they've loved it, but it's like, who am I? You know what I mean? Like, who's Kofi? Like, what has he done?
Oh, so
you know what I mean?
they want to
Yeah, you know, like,
attach to a story.
You can't, like, come on. I mean, honestly, like, that's a long, like, I'm gonna give millions of dollars to this kid who hasn't really done it before. But this is a dope project. It's a tough, you know what I mean? It's tough. I get it. But I didn't get that at first, you know what I mean? But over and over, like, thanks to my team, shout out to Tiffany Bender, Morolake, Steve Rhythm, you know what I mean? Like, yo, we all came together and we're like, yo, Kofi, okay, so like, what if we do a short film of the project? So the project is called AfriKan Giant, right? That's the TV series, right? That's 5 seasons. That's some shit.
How much is written?
All of it. Well, season 1.
Okay, season 1, first season.
Yo,
But you envision 5 seasons coming from it.
I received visions of 5 seasons.
Okay, gotcha.
You know, I've only received that. You know what I mean? Like, to me, the story I know where it begins and I know where it ends. It's the middle part. You know what I mean? And the ending is like, but like, I'm not trying to worry too much about it. And I've never experienced anything like this. So like, this is like, I don't know if people talk about this as like people who write series and stuff, but like, this is my first series. I didn't even know I could do it. You know what I mean? Shout out to to God. You know what I mean? I didn't know I could do it, but I did it. And I can look at it like episode 1, episode 2, episode 3, episode 8. Wow. And I've had an amazing group of like close friends who have been guiding me with the storytelling. Yo, and they all love it. And because they love it, I love it even more. And I know the world will love it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then everybody who comes across seems to love it. And I'm like, okay, at some point you got to be like, bro, nah, this is something. You know what I mean? Like, come on, this is something. And while you may have always known it, the more people confirm it, the more it becomes, you know what I mean? Maybe, you know, that's my lack of faith, you feel me? But as I grew, I was like, oh, nah, hell nah. We need to take this to the people because the people are going to support us. You know what I mean? And that's why we're like, yo, we're going to do AfriKan Giant The Prequel. It's a short film, smaller budget. We can fund it ourselves. We can find investors. We can do it like I would have all control. You would see the vision that I have. You would see all my directorial skills that I've been practicing, everything I've learned. I would pour into this. We would attach a major artist, a major artist that's just going to give it the vim, you know? So it's like, I could give you the sauce. And then once you see the sauce, it's over. You're going to want more. They're going to want more. They're going to want to hear us. We're going to be able to do a whole series because it's representing a culture that, bro, like people, they've just done us wrong. You know what I mean? Like they've done us all wrong. So
what's the premise? Just give like a little bit of the synopsis. Give us the first the Wikipedia
so I'm gonna tell
page.
you. I'm gonna tell you the series, right? The series is called AfriKan Giant, and that story is right. It is the tall tale of Emmanuel Sofa Ansa, a first generation Ghanaian born teen who leads himself on the pursuit of wealth through the scamming culture in New York and leads his life on a twisted journey. You know what I mean? So it's like he chased something, and what he chased altered everything for him. And that's the story. But that's like a tall tale, right? This right here, the prequel, is giving you what made that happen.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because oftentimes, especially, you know, we hear about like, oh, Africans are scammers. Africans are this. Africans are yada, yada, yada. Like, we're going to play with that a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, we're going to tell that story a little bit. Like, it's a story, right? Hey, let's go. I'm going to take you for a ride, you know? It's a thriller. It's a thriller and it's a drama. So it's a crime drama. So like The Wire.
Right.
So it's based on
It's
that.
giving power-ish type of...
You thinking small.
Ooh.
I'm thinking
Talk heavy.
Wire.
Okay.
Talk heavy.
I'm thinking True Detective.
Okay.
The Mahershala Ali.
Okay.
I fuck with power because it's giving power
Right.
because it's in the culture.
And that's why I said power, because it's like
But that's what I'm saying. The
wider audience
come
may
for the
not
culture, but they're gonna stay for the
No, of
story.
course I would imagine the story, but I'm saying that the wider culture may not be aware that like may not even be aware of the stereotype of African scammer. You know what I'm saying?
No.
How many people, even people who are not from New York or not from the area, who never had experience with it, may not even know that like, oh wait, Africans are scammers. So that's why I was giving that likeness for the listeners so they could try to assign it.
So yeah, it's a stereotype. I think stories are meant to challenge things. You know what I mean? Are meant to kind of take a play on different theological things, as the great minds would say. So I'm not calling myself a great mind, but
don't downplay yourself here.
hey, God gave me a great vision. We're gonna try it out. But I'm here to talk about the prequel, which is a story of his older brother, Emmanuel Sofo-Ansah, his older brother, who actually was born in Ghana, but because of who said that? Nas. I believe, yes, Nas said it in his album. Shout out to music, right? Nas says, something, a grandmother's advice to a grandson. Like, I can't remember exactly. We might have to, play that. But like, I was waiting for the said something like, it's like his grandmother gave him like advice, like, oh, hug your mother or something. It was like something like, always hug your mother.
What was the overall sentiment of it?
So overall sentiment of that to the prequel is like a grandmother's message to his grandson. So this kid left Africa, received a message from his grandmother, came to America, and ran with it.
Right. Okay. So real quick, I want you to take a more general view to kind of talk about the process of being a filmmaker, a writer. You're doing everything. You're wearing every hat. What has that process been for you so far as, like, finding a team when you first got the idea and the vision, and just trying to find people that were attached to the idea? Because, us being podcasts, we started this from nothing and made it. We're trying to make it into something, and we see a vision for even more than what it is right now. And so just kind of taking it day by day, what has been your, I guess, process? Like, how speak towards a little bit of that, just trying to find your team, trying to find the support to make your vision come to life.
I think just like you, it's like day by day, I don't have any other answers. Some of the things I think it oftentimes, if I stay steady, things just kind of like fall on my lap. Like, oh,
consistency.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, consistency breeds results. People,
you know what I mean? Consistent. And I'm also like, something I got from my father. My father, shout out to Big Frederick Dormah.
Yeah.
He's very like disciplined. Like, he's taught me discipline.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, so like, I think discipline has helped me in all areas of my life. Like, I feel like I'm on the right path. I'm gonna keep going. You know what I mean? Like, okay, like, dang, this might be a little scary, but like, I gotta keep going. And that's what it, like, not quitting is basically what I'm talking about, right? Like, not ever quitting. Like, you guys are here, but like, if you never quit, there's no way you don't get there. You know what I mean? Like,
you work hard, you're guaranteed to be successful.
It seems like, oh my God, it's rock solid.
No, it's very simple.
It's going to be successful.
It's very simple.
You put the time in.
Outlast, yeah.
I mean, just continue to work day by day. Like, you're going to have bad days.
Yeah.
And then you got good days. Then you got bad days. I have this mantras, like you said, mantras. I have this, I work on that every day. I always have something to say. I pray. Health is important. Important because oftentimes if you can feel yourself like going, you're using so much of your mental capacity, right? Trying to, why do I do this podcast, it's technical, we gotta creatively, you're also pushing, like, it's so much. So like, imagine doing all of that with your mental, and then your body's like out of shape, and like, you know what I mean? Like, like, bro, like, at least be healthy.
People don't realize none of this matters if you don't have your health.
Nah, like
for real, none of this matters if you don't have your health.
Bro, seriously. So making sure everything is good on that world, and that'd be my only advice, really. I think that's all you need.
That's what's up.
Yeah. So, I remember back when we would party together when you were, brother DZ, brother of Alpha. You were one of the DJs at the parties. You would be handling the music, and
me and my boy Mike George.
Yeah, of course, Mike. Shout out to DJ Michelangelo. So I know music is a big part of you, and you spoke about it a little bit early. But like, for you with this film and just like in general, like, what has music done for your life? How, like, what, like, I guess when you think about what you're trying to accomplish with this film, like, what songs come to mind?
How's it gonna sound?
As like, right, yeah. Like, how's the movie gonna sound? But then what songs like motivate you? Hey man,
bro, however you feel fit to answer.
Because y'all think I'm playing. I'm gonna give you. Let's see. Okay, I'll give you a little.
Let us know, man. Let us know.
It's literally called AfriKan Giant playlist, right?
Make sure you're talking to the mic.
Just give us like the first first few joints that you know. Like, give us some artists that's on there. I'm sure you're gonna highlight some artists that we may have never heard that you're putting on the people too.
Yeah, give us like the three.
I'll give you the theme songs. Right?
Okay.
The theme songs in which I'm envisioning you would use. Right. I don't have any license, and please don't get me in trouble.
No, you good. You good.
But okay. So Wiase.
That conversation hasn't happened yet. That'll happen eventually.
Wiase, which is it's by Kwamina MP.
Okay.
And then Bafira by Stoneboy.
Okay.
And then International Badman Killer by Runtown.
Okay.
My Love by DJ Tunes.
DJ Tunes, yeah, I'm hip. He was just on tour with Wizkid.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah,
and then so those are I just gave you like four of the theme songs for each of the
from main character.
Awesome.
For the
season.
Got you.
So it's like that's the vibe you're gonna get each season.
Right.
Okay. And we would love to promote that, but I also want to give you the opportunity to speak as we close this. I know you've got a crowdfunding campaign that you wanted to discuss, so definitely let us know, what that's about, how we can support it, how people can support it, what the intent is, all that.
Yeah. So like I was saying earlier, like we're trying to do this a different way. No, it's not really different because Issa Rae did it, right? It's been done before. And I have the faith, like Mike Todd would say, and like crazy faith that like, if we put all our chips into a crowdfunding campaign where we ask people we love to support us, people they know to support us, people they know to support us, to make this cultural wave happen, like it'll literally be a life-changing historic moment for the people. You know what I mean? Like every time we see it, it's because of you. And that's like, for me, like that's amazing. You know what I mean? If you can entrust me like that, I would feel even more confident to like put all my resources into this to make sure it comes out exactly how it needs to, as authentic as it needs to. Yeah. You know what I mean? And I think that's what we've been missing these days. Oh boy. But it's cool. It's different. AfriKan Giant, just you get that name. Young Burner used it for the album, you know, but that title doesn't belong to one person, My great grandfather, they were coined as the AfriKan Giant, So I'm telling a tall tale that I think everybody would love the ride.
Wow.
So,
incredible.
I ain't even practiced that. That came from the dome.
And hey, man, when you're passionate about it,
you know your stuff. Yeah.
When you put a lot of effort into it, it's easy to speak about the things that you've been working on. And so,
the campaign is launched. Oh my God, it's launched! Yeah. Wow! Please go support at seedandspark.com/fund/AfriKan Giant. You can also find the link in my bio. Follow me at Kofi Dormah, Tiffany Bender. Miss Tiffany Bender, Instagram, you can find Armon. I'll send it to you.
Yeah,
please, if we could.
Of course. We'll promote it on our socials.
Going.
Yeah, man. Well, congratulations to you.
Thank
we
you
look
for having
forward.
me on
of course.
This is a privilege.
And we look forward to everything that comes from it. We look forward to seeing the film. And everyone, make sure y'all support that crowdfunding campaign. But let's jump into our bulletin board. So that's a really good bulletin board item, as he said, seedandspark.com/fund/AfriKan Giant, African with a K. Make sure y'all support that crowdfunding campaign for AfriKan Giant, the prequel coming to America. Reggie Becton, November 3rd, he will be at Elsewhere performing alongside Grace Weber. I will be there. We will be there. Link up,
come say hi,
drink up. Let's enjoy some music, and I'm not gonna say what else, but we got some stuff coming. Hush Forte, who we played in our slides, I believe it was episode 2, Greatest Fault. His full album, Look Closely, is available now. Make sure y'all tap in. We will responsibly revisit that and let y'all know how we feel about that project. Lastly, the CEO, founder of HMD Studios, Devvon Terrell, just released the Flowers Freestyle, out now. Make sure y'all tap in, enjoy, comment, subscribe. It's on all DSPs. He's the guy. We had a wonderful time here with y'all. We wish we could have been with y'all sooner, but I feel like we got some great quality conversation in. So for myself, Armon Vegan Chorizo Poppy, Bald Nigga Ballers founder. For the guy, Nick Early.
I'm the coconut water consultant.
Coconut water consultant.
This is today.
Water jug warden, oat milk Olympian, kombucha king that makes your heart sing. For the good brother, Kofi Dormah, aka Kofi Dormah, for the Americans who can't pronounce it. Filmmaker, writer, director, former Aux God for DZ Rich Forever, and just generally good brother. It was amazing to have you again. Thank you so much for joining us, my man. We look forward to continued success for you. But for the listeners, we want y'all to stay safe, stay humble, stay busy.
Baby girl, how you feeling? I've been out in the world, staying busy, taking time, getting right if you miss me. I've been out in the world, staying busy.
Mondays 9 a.m. Party with the gang. Every week, tell a friend. Busy over everything. Busy boys, gotta call now. Ain't you heard? Got the vibes. They put you on. Got the slides. I'm the size. Running down. No, we hold it down.
Baby girl, how you feeling? I've been out in the world, staying busy, taking time, getting right if you miss me. I've been out in the world, staying busy.